It's the last race of the season. The final chance for a win. For some, the end of a successful year. For others, their last opportunity to celebrate that all-elusive win. Yeah, it is. Last chance time in 1991. It's race day on TSN. Hello everybody, Vic Roder along with Paul Chater. Welcome to a very cold Mont Tremblant, Quebec for the ESSO Protec Canon Formula 1600 Series. Paul, it comes down to one final race, and winter has come all too quickly, snow falling, and this is going to mean extra special care.
And all the drivers will have a little rain away here today to keep their visors and windshields clear of this moisture.
It's been snowing all morning, and it's a fitting end to a season of mixed emotions.
It's been a very good year. We've learned a lot of things, definitely. With a win, hopefully another one this weekend, and 2 poles and crash. We've had a lot of different experiences this year. Hopefully next year we'll be able to repeat just as well as we did this year.
Up and down, steep up and down. Time-wise, I have been able to prove that I could be up at the front runners. But result-wise, I haven't been able to put it together. I've had 2 incidents, 3 mechanical failures, and I missed out 1 race due to race in the United States. So could have been better.
This is definitely our last year in 1600. We feel that we have no more to prove. We've won 3 major championships in the last 3 years, and it's time for us to move on, be it 2000 or Atlantic cars, or whatever it may be. But this is certainly our last year, and we hope to move on next year if we can find the money.
The 1991 Series champion, Steve Adams, getting some help trying to keep his hands warm. You know, these conditions just may end his domination of the 91 season, Paul.
And today's race features competition from across Canada. That's the subject of our Rain Away report. The Formula 1600 format is one that is common across the country. So the sponsors of the Western F1600 series invited this year's top 6 Western drivers to come to Mont Tremblant and experience some Eastern hospitality and a very unique racing challenge.
Well, Calgary's a great racetrack, but it's flat. I mean, we're basically in the foothills. We don't have the elevation changes that they have here. We don't have the scenery like we have here. It's just on the outskirts of the Calgary itself, and it's not as challenging a track by any means. It doesn't have as many corners, and it doesn't have the trickiness to the corners. It's not an easy track to learn either, but it's not quite as exhilarating as this one. This one takes your breath away in a number of places.
Formula racing in Canada is really a community or brotherhood. While fierce competitors on the track, drivers love to share information and stories off the track.
They've all been really great. Everybody's helped. I went off on my 5th ever lap here and took a corner off my car, and a whole bunch of guys came over and said, I've got this part and I've got that part, and this guy will help you with this, and they've just been fabulous. And people are helping us with gear ratios and tire pressures, and it's really been a great experience. It has. Love to come again.
And Paul, those 6 Western entries bring today's grid up to a very big 35.
But our pole sitter once again is series champion Steve Adams, whose Van Diemen was again the fastest car out there and is our BF Goodrich fastest qualifier.
His main rival, Greg Moore.
21-year-old Bruno Bianchi surprised a few people here this weekend, placing his car in the 3rd fastest spot.
Michel Provo, 4th fastest, works at the Jim Russell School here at Tremblant.
Teammate Juan Ducon, looking for victory, finished 2nd here last year.
Martin Roy brings his distinctive yellow Crosley into row 3.
Row 4 has Mike Curtis, the Winnipeg native, who has really shown great improvement with a strong qualifying run.
Row 6, the Western Formula 1600 champion, John Thompson.
Roger Picard and Keith Willis in his Arrow will share row 8.
Larry Dunn in his Citation will start row 11.
The Raceday will start the Mortimer Racing Van Diemen from the 25th spot.
And row 15, Serge Allaire and Reno Merlo.
Stéphane Grise starts his Van Diemen beside the Crosley of Daniel Paquette.
Luc Pellerin starts the Armstrong Arcopel Van Diemen in row 18.
Final cars on this grid belong to Sheldon Smith and Duncan Murdoch.
It really is a huge field, and the fans here at Tremblant should get a thrill.
With slippery track conditions, this many cars, and a number of first-timers at Le Circuit, this should be a wild event.
Add to that, the cold weather. Will the tires grip the track as they would normally when the weather is warm? We'll find that out when we come back to Le Circuit Mont-Tremblant for the very exciting standing start. The cars rounding Namuro before taking the green flag. This is Race Day, and only here on TSN.